Los Angeles. The City of Angels showing it can be loud and raucous. This was the scene a moment ago as the home squad emerged from the tunnel. They're ready for football and ready to watch their Rams do battle with Jameis Winston and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Fall is in the air, and the NFL season is in full swing, and we're underway here in Week 4. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Come on, baby. Let's go! Here goes the live. 120. 54. Mike, 54. Hey, let's get this,
They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And he'll hope that this is not a sign of what's in store as he has to fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Here's Gall. That'll be caught by Cup. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a gain of 11 and a first down L.A. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They go play action with Gurley. Now Goff. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Shaquille Barrett put that sack by his name in the stat sheet. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage.
Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. It's a nifty return of 29 yards. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. Winston and the Bucs take over now, 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. Got a man, it's Brashad Perriman. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. First down, Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13. The second-year man for USC, this is Ronald Jones. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 14 yards there and a Buccaneer first down.
Only one way to describe Ronald Jones' rookie season with Tampa Bay, and that's disappointing. Drafted to be their lead runner, just 23 carries on a team that ranked 29th in the NFL in rushing.
Winston throwing complete to Mike Evans. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. From the gun, Winston. Looking for Perriman there, he's got him. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Flush to his right. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Samson Abuka able to get in there and drop him behind the line. Winston needing a big play after the sack as he leads the Bucs up on 3rd and long. Working out of the gun, Winston. And that's going to be intercepted. Taken by the Pro Bowler, Eric Weddle. And the return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line. Thought he had the pick. Flag comes in for PI, so cancel it out.
Interference. Oh, a killer for them. Thought they had a nice play. Instead, they'll be marching off yardage again.
And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. Credit that sack to Dante Fowler Jr. 2nd and goal from the 6 this time. Winston, a handoff. This is Jones. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. The Ram fans in this old stadium on their feet. 3rd and goal. Jameis to throw it. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. T.J. Logan, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. Breaking that one up was Justin Evans. Read it perfectly. On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. This is taken at the 18. They'll call that a punt of 59 yards. Tough to do better than that. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now Winston. He's going to look deep for Perriman. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. On the counter, here's Jones. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2.
After 27.
On 2nd and 11 now. Winston, rush coming, and he's taken down. Dante Fowler picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Well, no, it takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
3rd and long for Winston. Over the middle, complete. That's Logan. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Well, maybe a little bit of an anxious moment there as that ball got closer and closer, but it does curl in.
Yeah, actually did a little bit of a slow dance there with the left upright, didn't it? But had just enough space, as you said, for it to curl in.
The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Let's go.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the 1st down run goes backwards. A play fake to Gurley. Now gone. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. Well, that 2nd down completion, something of a disaster, and now they're left with 3rd and long.
Watch the twins.
Gone. And Woods has it complete. And he's not going to sniff the 1st down here. He stopped at the 25. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
That's certainly playing down and distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
Here's Johnny Hacker now as he's on to punt for L.A. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Taken in at the 11. And shedding through the tackle. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
On 2nd down now, it's Logan. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
Ready. Flag, wait. 41 to mark. 41.
From the shotgun, it's Winston. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And the return will stop right around the 25.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
A run with Gurley there on 1st down, going to get about 4 yards. Levante David, the Bucs' leading tackler, 6 of the last 7 years in there to make the stop. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down. Off-play action. Here's Goff. Out to his left. And he'll find Everett there complete. And he'll have the 1st down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling. This will be the first red zone opportunity now for the Rams. It's 1st and 10 at the 14. And he's got it. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Gerald Everett, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds.
That's caught at the 25. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Rashad Perriman, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bucs get the quick strike touchdown. This time, the extra point up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards, as he'll get this only back to the 20. The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
On 2nd and 10, gone. And that's complete to Cooks. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpires get different responsibilities, but always.
And he's going to be taken down, sacked back at the 2.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. Here's Johnny Hecker now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. This will be fielded at the 17. Muscles by at the 25. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game as we send you cross-country to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Bucs with a lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half.
Touchdown, Tampa Bay! Ronald Jones, his 5th touchdown now on the year as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing. And try and get back to where you were to start the half.
16 yards is the pickup there, and a first down for L.A. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now it's Gurley. And some Todd Gurley. Wave goodbye. 20, 10. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Todd Gurley. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Rams are able to draw a bit closer. They go for just 1 here as it's up and good. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
A big play there on the option. 63 yards on the ground. Line of scrimmage moves from their own 25 all the way to the red zone now for 1st and 10. To throw is Winston. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I know you felt like saying touchdown there, didn't you, partner? That looked like a sure 6 points, but the contact jarred it free.
Got his hands on it, could not hold on through the end of the play. Running right, Jones. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. They only got 2, but that was enough as they'll convert to make it 1st and goal. They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Ronald Jones with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year, as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this 3rd quarter. Now Goff. He's going to air one out, and that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. To throw is gone. He'll get this one to Kupp, complete. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. You know, you wonder how the Rams' game plan in Super Bowl 53 might have been different with a healthy Cooper Kupp. He was injured on November 11, torn ACL, out for the year. But he was on his way to a 1,000-yard season in his second NFL campaign. Had 566 yards in 8 games before the injury. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Second and go at the 32-yard line.
On 2nd and 12, Goff. Throw left side, complete to Kupp. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th.
Hey, live!
They are going for it. Gone. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Bucs are going to take over with excellent field position to boot.
Check 41. Here we go.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Tackle made that time by Brandon Graham.
Early down stuffs will put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Throwing on 2nd down. Winston. It's caught by Mike Evans. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. The last catch nearly got him a first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches. They'll try and run for it with Jones. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20, and all the way down to the 17-yard line. 15 yards as Tampa Bay picks up the first. After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. Winston now. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Kenny Young came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Throwing, Winston. Now the pressure gets to him again. Samson Abukum able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Winston needing a big play after the sack as he leads the Bucs up on 3rd and long. Winston. He wants it all for the end zone. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And that will extend their lead even further. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Gurley. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now in Los Angeles. It's the Rams trailing, but they do have the football as we start the 4th and final quarter. On 2nd and 7, Goff. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's a gain of 13, first down Rams. Now Goff on first down. Going up top for Kupp. And this will be caught at the 30. Yeah, he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Goff. And they'll set up the screen to Gurley. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. This pass complete to Reynolds. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 16. Goff in the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's hit on all 5 of his pass attempts on this drive so far. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Cooper Kupp, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Rams are able to cut into this lead. Zerline connects on the extra point, and that cuts this lead down to 13. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking. Now Jones is hit. He lost the football. And now the Rams have got it going the other way. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, nowhere to go. Here he lost the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble.
But that was a big oops right there. But how about his ability to correct it? Loses the football, able to get it back himself.
Yeah, pounced right back on it, keeps possession. After the sack on first down, Goff.
So when you have good field position to start a drive and you give up back-to-back sacks, that can be demoralizing for a team.
So Goff, he'll try to refocus after the sack. The Rams now set up with a tough one, a 3rd and long. Throw right side is into the hands of his tight end, Everett. A heck of a play there on 3rd down, but amazingly, they're still short for 4th. Here we go on 4th. Goff. They got a man. It's Woods. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. Jared Goff, 4 times last year, he led the Rams on a 4th quarter comeback. He obviously didn't do it in Super Bowl 53, but can he do it here? So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal as they look to punch in a late score. A beautiful fake. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Goff going to hand it to Gurley. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play there, and they're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. You got to think this is likely 4-down territory anyway, but they'll try to punch it in now on 3rd and goal. Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. On fourth down, Goff. Flushed out right. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Now Zerline on to add the extra point. And the lead will shrink to 6. So they got one of the 2 touchdowns they needed. Now for the onside kick. And this one travels out of bounds. So unsuccessful there on the onside kick try.
Ready? Ready? Check, 40. Wait.
Now Jones. And an alley to run. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And some space here. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Ronald Jones, 34 yards, as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside at 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive,
And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
To try again after the sack. Goff, Shaquille Barrett in there to drop him as that clock continues to run.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Here's Goff. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
Incomplete. It's now 4th down.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. They go ahead and snap it. Goff. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And now the football is going to go over, already being placed at the 15-yard line.
Ready? Black 25. You don't want nothing. Flip it.
On 1st down, it's Jones. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. A 15-yard touchdown run as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead.
Well, I've got to laugh here, and I really don't want to because the old school in me is not happy about this score this late, not necessary. But this is Madden, isn't it?
Yeah.
This is how it works.
Rub it in. Have a day.
I mean, what does it matter? These guys who are playing in this game, there are no feelings
Exactly.
there.
They don't have to face the guy. Well, they might if they're in the same room going head-to-head.
But that's
the
about
virtual guys on the screen don't have to face each other after this one.
In that case, run it up.
The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams